I think the technology has been a good enabler of of uh, of better accessibility and more inclusion, right? So it's certainly been the case that where we've seen a lot more people, I guess, as this kind of last year has shown us, is that a lot of people who made an assumption that work had to be in the workplace, right, had to be in the office. We've largely proven for most businesses that that's not true, right? In in the business that we work in with over 10,000 employees globally, it did not shut its doors, right? It kept on going. There was never a day when we stopped work. In fact, if anything, the work actually increased once people learned, how to do a video call instead of all trying to schedule in a physical room to fit ourselves in. It democratized a lot of things that we did, because now people who were excluded from meetings before because you can't fit more than 8 people in the room that we booked, it's now, well, okay, if the rest of the team wants to join in and listen in for context, they can, and they can get direct access to information, where before you might say, maybe I don't bring my graduates to this call, to this particular meeting, because there's not enough space for everyone. So it's democratized information and access in that way. People with disabilities now don't need to get into the workplace, and there's no more argument over, oh, we can't make that happen, because we know that the video calls, the Teams calls can be made to work. Sure, that deals with people with physical disabilities. There are still a group of people with different disabilities that don't fit in so easily to a Zoom or a Teams call fixing access for them. But certainly it's been an enabler for a large group of people. And I would say that there's probably a very large group of people who I've worked with in the last 1 year who probably still don't know that I have a disability, because
they've only ever seen you virtually.
They've only ever seen me through a Teams call. And I don't tell them, and I don't intend to.
Well, is there any need? There's no need for you to, right? I mean, it doesn't.
There's no need to, but it's always a very interesting experience when you do meet them in reality. and that did,
sort of, oh, hi.
That did happen in 2019 when I was last in Sydney. I met someone in Lendlease who we had interacted with many times by email and online calls for a year. And then I rocked up in the office, and they did not know. They didn't know what to. They weren't who I am, and who they were meeting was not who they expected in real life, which was
did it change
always
their
amusing.
behavior towards you, though? It wouldn't have changed their behavior towards you, though, wouldn't it? It would just be I wasn't expecting.
No, it's not. Yeah, it generally tends to be a bit of a shock value for the first couple of minutes, and then we move on with things.
Which I suspect, knowing you quite enjoy. But anyway.